Coucou les coucous! De retour à Exit Fate. On est back on the mountain. On prend le Southern Path, puis apparemment, j'étais littéralement juste là. Must be the place. Knock, knock, knock. Come in. Hello, I'm looking for Major Gunwood. Is that you? What? Major Gunwood? There's no one like that here. But I thought you fool, what are you calling me Major for? I've been out of the army for years. I'm Bast Gunwood, just call me Bast. No, sorry. Daniel Vineyard, commander of the Elysium army. I don't know if you heard of me. What do you think, what do you take for me for, a hermit? Of course I heard of you. I may not live in the city, but I still pay close attention to the news, especially interesting things like your recent military career here. Well, don't stand out there, come inside. So you're the leader of the Elysium army, huh? When you hear a lot about someone you've never met, you start forming an image of them in your mind. Usually I'm pretty accurate with that, but I thought you'd be a little less timid. Well, surely people easily look timid compared to you. Ha! You got me there. Now I can guess the reason why you're here, but go ahead and tell me anyway. Yes, as you must realize, it's about the war with Kirkgard, but I doubt you've already heard the latest news. The real invasion has begun. Mayfall City has fallen to the Kirkgard army, and the whole state is now under their control. What? Kirkgard is already taking all of Mayfall? As you can see, the situation is critical. Kirkgard has advanced to the Magic border, and they're obviously aiming to bring down the State Union. To be honest, I don't know if we can stop them. I can't believe it, they've come this far. So the State Army can't handle it by themselves? That's why you're here? They think I'm some kind of miracle cure? It's not just for any reason that we want you to return. You don't know the reason we lost Mayfall. We lost because we were outsmarted by the enemy strategists. Fooled us all into thinking we had the upper hand. Strategist is someone you know better than anyone else in Zelmani. General Kaiser. Kaiser? He's here in Zelmani? Yes, I've seen him in person. This invasion was all his plan. I mean, you've seen him in person lots of times. T'as comme travaillé avec lui. C'est peut-être pas ton supérieur, but still. Ah, oh bastard, he's still up to his old tricks. So that's it. That's why you came to see me. Will you help us? Those idiot in Matrek, are they really all afraid of Kaiser? It's like they've already admitted defeat. He's not the god of war, he's just a man. Like you and me. State Union must be real desperate if they think I'm the only one who can save them. I guess it's unavoidable. I intend to live out the rest of my life in peace, but I won't get any rest if the State Union is like this. It's time I put Kaiser back in his place again. So it's true that I heard that you fought and defeated Kaiser before. I never heard about this in Kirkgard. Yeah, that's right. He was the same back then. Confident, self-assured. He knew exactly how much he was worth. Maybe too well. So you never heard what happened between us? Well, I can't blame you. I guess it wasn't a significant battle. Alright, have a seat. I'll tell you about it. Right now, I'd like to hear it, but we do really have time. But do we really have time for that? Stupid! I'm not telling you this for the hell of it. You're going to be fighting Kaiser, aren't you? You want to learn as much as him as you can. Basic strategy. You went to a military academy, didn't you? You just said so? Listen, in warfare there's only one thing that matters, and one thing that determines the victory, and that's information. There are just two steps to victory. First, you need to know exactly what the enemy is planning. Second, you must never let the enemy know of your own plan. That's all. About 30 years ago, I still remember it well. It was my first real war. You probably don't remember much about it. It was the time when Ryan was fighting to unite Zelmani. Just get the knee. But the struggle wasn't just restricted to Zelmani. There was a fierce fighting with Kirkgard around Helman Island too. That's where it all took place. An ambitious young Kirkgard officer was carrying out a plan to set up a temporary base on a small island off the coast. I love this song. It was a good plan. From his position, he could quickly launch an attack and hit any advancing enemy forces from the rear. C'est Kaiser at the top, by the way. Yeah, you could say it was a brilliant plan. However, luck wasn't on his side. He had the misfortune that a ship happened to pass the island, spotted some of his men. Ça, je pensais Bast en haut. I was one of the first to hear about it. Thanks to this news, we were able to avoid a catastrophe, but it didn't solve all our problems. Even if we were aware of Kaiser's presence, he was still there. He could still attack us. Before anything else, we have to get rid of him first. Y a pas de parole. Aussi bien de même. But his position was easy to defend. A tiny island with tall cliffs covering most of the shoreline. Me, I wasn't that all different from him. I too wanted to show off that I was more than competent. Told everyone that I could come up with a successful plan in under 5 days. Oh, I wasn't so overconfident that I was sure I could do that, but I just realized something at that moment. This was my big chance, a chance I felt I would never get again. I had to prove myself. That's why I made that gamble, and hoped my ambition would help me through. And so I went to work. I spent the next few days doing nothing but collecting information. That's when I found out who Kaiser was. How did you know que c'était Kaiser-là en premier lieu? Although he wasn't as well known then as he is today, report from Kurgar did say that he was one of the most promising young officers. Thanks to our intelligence department, I could find all the information I needed. His military record, his academy grades, his personal life, everything. Ah, ok. Fait que l'Allemagne a des bons spies malgré tout. Quoique oui, effectivement, il y avait un spy qui avait infiltré les rebelles aussi. Ben, il s'est fait découvrir et tuer, là, mais... I mean, they have a spy network. I had to know how he felt, what he thought, and most importantly, how he would handle this situation. Just like I told you, information is key. Kaiser knew nothing about me, so I had to know everything about Kaiser. He had already lost his main advantage. We knew, even though he wasn't aware of it, that he was there on the island. All we had to do was capitalize on it. We had several options, each with their own ups and downs. No matter how we decided to attack, we couldn't hide ourselves. He was going to notice our ships well in advance, regardless of where we'd come from. It seemed the best option was to launch a decoy attack on the city of Harlington and hope he'd take the bait. The moment he sailed out, he'd be vulnerable. Harlington, c'est la capitale de Helman Island, je me rappelle bien. But studying Kaiser history, I realized that it just wasn't possible for him to have not taken that possibility into account. Confident as he may have been, he was so arrogant as to think his plans were infallible. His strengths lay in the ability to consider almost every possible outcome. He didn't know we had found him, but he definitely hadn't ruled that out. His plan was built around that very fact. In the end, the solution was simple. All I had to do was to come up with something ridiculous, a strategy one would normally not even consider. Ça, je trouve que c'est un point faible de l'histoire. Là. Les strategy me decision, mettons, on va appeler ça de même. At least not someone who didn't know Kaiser. Wait, aren't those... It's a caravan of merchant ships? So they know we're here. This is not a regular trade route. Should we take action, Lieutenant? They're still far away. We won't take action until they've shown their real intention. For now, make sure everyone is on full alert. What are they doing? They're circling around the island? Ridiculous. What are they trying to achieve this way? Is this some kind of diversion? Maybe it's a blockade. Maybe they want to attack Harlington and use those ships to prevent us from coming to their aid. Nonsense. Flimsy ship like that, our war vessel could easily break through them. No matter how many soldiers they crammed inside them, there's nothing they can do on open water. They intend to land on the island. It's the only explanation. But if they do, there are only two possibilities. Either their force are spread out over all ships or concentrated on one side. If they're spread out, they must intend to land on all sides simultaneously and surround us. If they're concentrated, it'll mean they'll attempt to land on the opposite side of the island and hit us in the back. That could be more dangerous. The beach on the north side of the island would make a perfect landing spot. Send everyone there except the 5th Company. You sure, sir? If we do that, our ship will barely be defended. Exactly. They know where our ships are, so they'll assume we're staying there to protect them. Tell your men to lie in hiding and attack as soon as they've landed. Send a messenger to us as soon as anything happens. I will stay here with the 5th Company and subtly make our presence known. They won't expect us to be all alone here. If they do try to surround us, they will land on the far side earlier than on this side, and those troops had to travel further to reach us here. Our messenger will get here before the ship on this side too, so then we can move back and crush the troop at the north side first, splitting their army in two. That's what he did to us. The only danger is losing our ship if they decide to destroy them after our initial retreat. That's better than losing the battle. Now go, don't waste any time. Yes, sir. Pourquoi tu gardes le message à côté de toi? Who do you think you are? You have no idea who you're up against. Still no message from the other group. How long are they going to keep this up? Lieutenant, the ships are changing course. What? They're heading straight for us? All of them? What's going on? Is it a fight? No, could this mean they're sending all their troops this way? But that's madness. Makes no sense. Our whole force is supposed to be on this side. Only a complete idiot would do something like that. Sir, what should we do? This is completely insane. If this is true, we are far outnumbers. We won't stand a chance. Even if we've joined the other group, we'll be cornered with no way to go. We'll lose our ships. Everyone, move back. As soon as we detect an enemy troop, we're making a full retreat. Prepare everyone to leave. We'll incinerate the forest behind us to prevent them from catching up with us. But what about our men on the North Shore? That's an order. We have to save what we can. There's nothing more we can do for them. Envoyer un messager. What do you think you're doing? Come here while the forest is ablaze. What are you waiting for? Weren't you just staying behind just to see me? I simply wanted to know who it was, and I simply wanted to see the look on your face. Don't act so proud. Your strategy was foolish. You would have been slaughtered if I had taken any other direction. But you didn't, and I knew that. I knew exactly what you were going to do. What's your name, Zamanian? Bast Gunwood. T'aurais pas dû dire ça? Don't forget this, Bast. Don't ever think I'll ever forget this. Je pense que j'ai rajouté un mot, mais c'était actuellement meilleur. So, that is what happened. I'm sure of it now. With your help, we'll stand a chance against Kaiser. Well then, will you accompany us to my trek? No, I most certainly will not. Huh? But, did you pay attention to my story? Don't you understand why Kaiser lost? Kaiser? I get it. You knew everything about Kaiser, but Kaiser knew nothing about you. That's how you managed to defeat him. If you openly return to the State Army, Kaiser will find out, and that's what you're trying to prevent, aren't you? Exactly. Hiding my presence from Kaiser is the first step toward defeating him. Now, I've heard you've stationed in the old castle at Credence, right? And your army mostly consists of volunteers and mercenaries? Yes, that's right. Excellent, that's perfect. I'm going to be staying at your place for a while. I won't stand out as much there. You all leave on your own. I will follow shortly in disguise. I'll have to keep a low profile. Oh, and this should go without saying, but don't tell anyone about me being on your side unless they really have to know. Understand? Oh, about Erin, the captain of the Magic Guard. She's the one who sent me here in the first place. Yeah, we'll need to talk to. You go fetch her and I'll be waiting for you at your castle. Alright, we'll head back to my trek for now. See you there. Told you to go ahead and get Captain Erin. What are you waiting for? Boop 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 boop. All right. J'ai pas reçu 2 messages. Steel. Magie. Shadowcast. Apparemment, c'était juste un. Bonk. sont toutes mourus. Will I make it? I will. Allô, Sally. Yes, please. All right. On va checker le meeting hall, mais je suis pas mal certain qu'il faut que j'aille à ma trek la chercher. Scroll. Ouais, ok. Quand on descend maintenant, je veux scroller up ici, mais je veux peser en bas sur la manette. Ah, est-ce que je peux faire ça ici? Maybe not right now. La prochaine fois que j'ai fini ça, on va avoir quelqu'un qu'on peut recruter. Et on va recruter la personne avec énormément de déception. Not... ouais, avec énormément de déception. Je voulais mettre un bémol dessus, but there's no nice way to put it. Clic. On a rendu quel level là? 24. Hello, Aaron. Colonel Vinion, have you been able to speak to Major Gunwood yet? Yes, Captain. He told me he wants to come here without drawing attention, so he sent me ahead to ask you to come to the castle. See, that's so like him. Good, let's go to Elysium Castle immediately. T'as l'air d'un vieux nécromancien. Major, it's an honor to meet you again. We're all very glad to have you back with us. Thank you, Captain, but I don't hold that rank anymore. Just call me Bass from now on. Anyway, let's get to business immediately. What is the exact situation right now? Sources indicate that any opposition in Mayfall has been struck down by Kirkguard. Some of our scout report they have just arrived. Shortly after the colonel withdrew from Mayfall, Kirkguard troop returned to Ammon Corner, and it's been well defended ever since. Blackwater Port is also under Kirkguard control, and there's a large camp near the Mayfall River Bridge. General Kaiser himself has not been sighted yet, but it's very likely that he's with his main force in Mayfall City. So the district has been tightly sealed off by the enemy. Have we lost any people of great importance? It's hard to say since we know little about what's going on in Mayfall City. Both Governor Miller and Colonel Merrick were at the city when it fell. They have most likely been taken prisoner. What about Shiro? He took up a job as a mayor of Blackwater, didn't he? Lord Shiro? According to report, he's been placed under house arrest. House arrest, huh? Alright, I got an idea what our first move will be. Gonna need a map of the area and someone who knows the location of the Kirkguard encampment and their troops. Also want record of everything Kaiser has been doing as a general. I can take care of that. That's all you need? It's enough for now. Colonel. Captain Colonel, I'll have your plan by tomorrow morning, I promise. Very well, I will return tomorrow then. Got a room for me, Daniel? I'll get to work right away. Of course, it's right outside the meeting hall. Good, I'll be there if you need me. Come back in the morning and I'll tell you what I've come up with. Alright, I guess I'll go back to my room as well for now. Fuck. Spoiler alert, Bass va devenir un personnage... ok, it was easy to find information on Kaiser's recent activity. He's famous after all. Ok, puis il est ici, Bast. Ok. C'était dur à voir. Don't worry, let me take care of this. Ça va devenir le bureau à Bast, éventuellement quand il n'est pas dans ton groupe. Je veux Ah, tant qu'à ça, on va checker. Y a-t-il quelque chose de nouveau ici? Non, on a encore juste les accessoires level 1, sauf pour les défenses. Papa. On va recruter quelqu'un qui est actuellement dans le château. Je pense que je vais aller en bas. Ouais. Hello, Fitch. There you are, Daniel. Wow, it's easy to get lost in a place as big as this. Fitch, what are you doing here? Well, you see, I just got bored in Alfheim. Hey, this is a really great place. Can I stay here with you? I don't think that's a very good idea. Oh, please, I came all this way just to see you. Can I? Will you shut up if I say yes? Fine. Et voilà. Il est permanent. Il n'a pas bougé depuis qu'on l'a recruté. Et il est... pas très bon. Il est below average dans tous les départements, si je me rappelle bien. Fitch. Average de 99.2. Frontliner de 80... Melee de 95.3. Mage à 88. 101 en tant que war. Il va avoir une bonne Magic Defense. 105 puis 109 de défense. Puis c'est... Okay, le dude avec son slingshot qui est un meilleur tank que la moyenne, c'est bizarre. Puis il y a 105 de secondary skill, 105%. He will not be seeing any good accent. Moi, je veux monter à ma chambre. Papa. Are you sure? Il va pas avoir un assassin dans ma chambre? Allô, Ayara, qu'est-ce que tu fais là? Ayara. So, this is it. We're really in the middle of a war now. Not on the side I thought we'd be on. Yes. I like to think that I was prepared for this, but seeing those people I once knew before me, I realize it's impossible to prepare yourself. This is still the second Legion that I've had little contact with. They're not even the people I've been through so much with. I feel the same way, but it's too late to turn. I've already decided. Sir, I want you to know that I'm fully behind you. After all, they are the one who abandoned you. You should keep that in mind. Thank you, Ayara. I appreciate it. Ayara? Yeah. Ayara, what do you know about Almenga? Only a bit from what I've been taught in school. Fought in the war against Almenga 8 years ago, didn't you, sir? I'm sure you know more about them than I do. You'd think so, wouldn't you? And yet, I don't even know the name of their Supreme Commander. To be honest, neither did I. I know that the Supreme Commander during the war was General Gundrun, so she probably replaced her afterward. Control F. Gudrun. Okay. True, Almenga closed itself off after the war, so it probably wasn't considered important that there was a change of command. Maybe it was right at the end when Emperor Sigmund's son took the throne. The old Emperor's followers were probably replaced at that time. That's right, I almost forgot. It was a strange turn of events. Sigmund's son poisoned his father in immediate call for a truce. He never expected the war to end that suddenly. Murder your own father to put an end to a war, is that justifiable? Guess the two didn't have a very close relationship. Anyway, a lot of lives were saved thanks to him, on both sides. Maybe so. I guess I can't really imagine what it would be like since I never knew my parents. Really? What happened to them? Who knows? I was reared at an orphanage in Livier. Apparently I was brought in as an infant, but that's too long ago for me to remember. Sorry to hear that. Oh, don't be. It's not like I had a bad childhood. Never felt like I was missing anything. Maybe because I wasn't the only one. I was... You were what? I was what? Never mind. I don't really know what I was trying to say. So, why are you interested in this Brunhild person anyway? Yes, why am I wonder? She's the army commander of a country that has been isolated for almost a decade. Yet, I feel that I've known her. I remember shreds of events from when I was younger. Sure that I've known her? What do you make of that? I don't know, it sounds pretty strange. Yeah, it does. But the only people I could possibly ask about is the one I grew up with, are out of reach. Decided I should forget about it for now. At this moment, we have more important things to worrying about. Guess so. Well, I think I should be going to sleep now. You're right. It looks like tomorrow's going to be another tiring day. Thank you for dropping by to talk for a while. After all, you're the only one who's in the same situation as me. Don't forget, sir, it's the same way for me. Well, good night. Oh, ok, j'ai cliqué à l'extérieur, c'est pour ça que ça... 24 minutes. Anything to report? Hey Cole, bye Cole, j'étais encore fitch dans mon... Ouais! J'ai été faire dodo avec un elfe de je sais pas combien d'années qui a pas l'air très majeur. Ce qui fait qu'il est encore plus jeune mentalement que quelqu'un qui serait actuellement genre de son âge en tant qu'humain. Anyway, let's not go there. Silverrun is here now. Tell us what you've come up with. Everyone? Pas grand monde ici. Alright, listen up all of you. After studying the situation, I've come to the conclusion that the defense in Blackwater is much weaker than in other areas. Since Hellman is completely under Kierkegaard control, Blackwater Port is not strategically significant, so there's only a small enemy camp outside of the town. A handful of well-trained soldiers could land at Blackwater and take it with little effort. What's the point of that? It would be just as easy for them to take it back. Come on, you don't think I realize that? I have no intention of occupying Blackwater. No, the plan is as follows. We take over the town, rescue Shiro from his mansion, then get out quickly before reinforcements arrive. That could work, but what are you trying to achieve with that? Sure, it would be some help if Lord Shiro returned to the army, but would that really turn the tide? I don't see how it's worth the risk. Captain, keep in mind that I'm only here for one thing, to defeat Kaiser. There's no point in using tactic that would work against anyone. No, you need something that works only against Kaiser. Shiro may have retired, but he played a major role in the last war against Kierkegaard, and he's a powerful symbol of Zelmani resistance. But you're right, getting back to us won't make a huge difference. That's not the reason I'm proposing it. The act of freeing Shiro from Kaiser's grasp is more important than having him on our side. Exactly. Do you know what Kaiser's greatest strength is? It's his foresight. He really overlooks anything. Conventional plans don't work against him. But he will not be expecting us to rescue Shiro, because he knows it's not worth it, and that's exactly what does make it worth it. Encore une fois, je trouve que c'est un point faible. The one thing that makes Kaiser nervous, it's when something happened he wasn't expecting, because he thinks he's expecting anything. So the whole aim of this operation is to bring Kaiser off balance? Is that going to make him less attentive? It will force him to start expecting the unexpected. He won't understand why, he'll start darting his strategies, even if it's only by a little. He'll have no idea what we're planning. Trust me, that's the worst thing that could happen to a man like him. It's only the beginning, but it's going to be a vital first step forward defeating Kaiser. So, Captain, are you convinced yet? It's highly unconventional, but we brought you here precisely to come up with a plan like that. I will trust your judgment. Then who is going to carry out this mission? Going by what Carson told me, you guys are better suited for this kind of thing than the state army. What about it, Daniel? Do you think you're up to it? I guess I was already expecting it. I'll do it. Who will be taking with you? I recommend you take Sally boat to Blackwater. Since she's a regular visitor and natives to town, she won't look suspicious. If you're going, I'm going as well, sir. Then I'll also take... Midian... On va pas... Y a-t-il des choses pertinentes à voler? Là, on arrive sur la demi-heure. Mithril Bracer. Ça, on s'en fout. Silver Helmet, 25%. Armor. Fait que c'est quoi? Silver Helmet. 3-6. Un Heavy Headgear. Le Mithril Bracer, j'assume que ça va être dans les accessoires. Mithril Bracer, 4 de défense. Puis si je vais regarder les Blacksmith Armor, et je cherche Silver Tunic Helmet à Paradise, la prochaine nouvelle ville qu'on va croiser. Ouais, non, ça vaut pas la peine. Clique à des endroits que je veux pas. Yanangwa. Puerto Lee, Carson. Toi. Pas ça, je le faire exactement, mais bon. Hold on, Colonel. You're thinking of going yourself, are you? Why not? Why not? There's no need to put yourself in such danger. You should take more responsibility as commander of the Elysium Army. Calm down, Captain. Are you saying you don't think he can do it? What? Let him go. Some people just aren't made for staying behind and waiting for the result to come in. C'est un peu sur ta L, ça. C'est le fait que je vois Carson aussi. They have to be here in the middle of the action so they can make sure everything goes the way it should. Isn't that right, Daniel? Guess so. I'd offer to go with you myself if I wasn't trying to lie low. Not like I'm enjoying this either. Do what you want. Just keep me informed about this mission. Alright, that's all. Don't go unprepared, but don't waste any time. Come back to me whenever you're ready. Bon, je voulais faire arrange. T'as-tu encore de l'équipement sur le cul, toi? Ah, c'est vrai, j'ai... Ayara... Par 1 de speed, gagne 2 de défense, 2 de strength. Outsider. Bon, ben on va appeler ça un épisode ici. Prochaine fois, on va à Blackwater avec le bateau de Sally. Mais ça sera pour une prochaine fois. Alors, au revoir et à bientôt.